Morning, guys. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. This is JP once again. We have a new vlog. Today we are in a new location. I told you we were in the coastal town of Mombasa yesterday. We have moved to a new location. Even if you look at the surroundings, you can see coconut trees. There's a swimming pool. And so I will be telling you where we are shortly. But it's still along the coast. I will show you around. This is a very beautiful place, touristic kind of. You can see these trees. I'm told they are called Asian trees. These ones are called coconut trees. You can see how long it is from right here going up. Then we have got very nice bandas. This is a banda. This one is called a banda. These are bandas. I'll show you one of them when we go back there. You can see it's a beautiful, mostly used by tourists, with a lot of flowers around, and swimming pool, full length swimming pool. This is a shower place. After you swim, you come to shower here, and then definitely we are in for a good view. So generally today we'll be vlogging about the coastal town lifestyle. We'll be talking about the culture, the people. Incidentally, along the coast, the culture is mainly Swahili. And then the Swahili speaking people are descendants of Arabs and the local people. Now, when the Arabs came, they found the local people around, and these local people, they intermarried with them, and that came up with the Swahili culture. So the Swahili are descendants of those, are of Arab and African descent. The local people around are called the Mijikenda. Mijikenda are a coastal tribe who are believed to be Bantus from Shungwaya. Shungwaya is somewhere in Somalia, but originally all Bantus came from West Africa, along the river Niger River in West Africa. So generally, those are the Bantu descendants who came, and we'll be tracing some of them and also see how they spread along Africa, from North Africa all the way to the South Africa. So this is a swimming pool that is ready to use. Sometimes later we'll be swimming here, and you can see how it looks. You can see the depth, like here, 1.3 meters, I believe, 1.87 meters, and then 2.2. Then the deepest end is 2.5, as is shown here. This is the deep end, this one here. So generally you can see there are many trees, coconut trees. There are some more coconut trees. Those Indian trees, traditional bandas. This is makuti. Makuti is the leaves of the coconut. There's a way they make them to make this stuff here. Then they are tied together to touch the house. That is makuti. And then I think you'll be seeing a lot of that. This is the neem tree. This one here, neem tree. Neem tree has very many names. Some people call it mwarubaini, that's the local language. And generally, it is a medicinal tree. The bark is used for something. Every part of the tree is used to cure something. So generally, let me take you to the house. You can have a view of the house, and then we continue vlogging for the rest of the day. Let's go to the house.
It's not.
Guys, I've seen some interesting thing here. This is a millipede. This one here, that is a millipede there, and they are quite big in this part of town. I think I've never seen a millipede that big, but generally they are big. So let's go for the house tour. House tour begins right here. This one is called Sapphire Villa. That is where we are staying. You can see it is thatched with makuti and a big space up there for air to get in. This coastal area is very hot, temperatures of up to 38 degrees and above. So they leave that space there, so that air can flow in freely to make it good. Then we have an upstairs over here. We climb the stairs and come over. You can see this is how it looks like. Right now this one is vacant, there's nobody, but from above you can see that space there is for the floor there, to allow this upper house and the lower house to have space. This is a sitting area, and then let's go downstairs. You have to be careful with the stairs, they are a bit steep. Coming down the stairs. Okay, this is how the door looks like. Okay, as you enter the house, there is some sitting space over here. You can sit here and chill. Very nice wall paintings and good windows with a net to control mosquitoes. So if you come this side, there's another day bed here. You can sit here and chill. Good paints and a fan for air circulation. But if you don't like the fan, you can just open your windows. Now this is the kitchen area. We have a kitchen area and a cooker, an oven, and a sink. Then there's some cupboards here, cupboards where you can keep your things. Then we move on to this bedroom area. Now, this is the washroom, bathroom, sink, and the toilet. Then we have something here called a bidet, and you can hang your towels here. This is a safe, and then the bed. It's a bit untidy. I just woke up and left. Then a reading table and good spacious windows. So generally this house is in Malindi. They are called Bethany Apartments. Bethany Apartments are apartments which you can hire, and for this one it goes for 3,000 Kenya shillings per night, or $30 if you wish. So generally you can hire this and stay, have a nice stay around, and then you continue with your journey if you are traveling around. So that room that I showed you plus this space, you pay 3,000 Kenya shillings or $30. So that is the house tour. And outside we have a dining area. You can sit here and enjoy your meal. You can also relax here. This is sitting area and another day bed. So generally this is a very relaxing area. Fire extinguisher. And then that is it. So that is it for the house tour. Let's go and see other places. Guys, we are going for breakfast to this place here, Mama Johari's restaurant, where all natural traditional dishes and other foods. Come with me, let's go and see what this place has to offer. You see, the experience of living in an Airbnb, you have the option of either cooking or you can eat in a restaurant. I chose the option of eating in a restaurant because when you talk about cooking, that is not one of my favorite pastimes. Now look, this is a good place here. We've got outdoor sitting facilities. You can sit there, you can sit there, or even there. There are very nice big trees giving canopy and shade. You will have the experience of the outdoor. There are plants. They have planted very good plants here, mostly fruits. This is a papaya. These ones here are passion fruits all over around the compound. We have passion fruits. So generally, this is a good place, and you want a quiet place where you can enjoy the pristine surroundings. Let me show you some more passion fruits. Some more passion fruits are here. These are actually passion fruits. They're not in season, but all the way to up there. So you can come to Johari's when you are in Malindi. Just look for Johari's restaurant, and it is a very nice place which offers African cuisine. You can actually come and enjoy. Let's see what they have for us today. Now, this is a pawpaw tree. You see what I mean? There are fruits all over. Then nice flowers. Another pawpaw. More flowers. It's a very nice place where you can come and have your meals, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So on this other side, you've got nice plants, very good palm trees, and more passion trees, more passion plants. So generally, we are in a good place. Let's wait and see what the breakfast will look like. So the breakfast is here. We have got mbaazi, tea, more mbaazi, and these are mahamris. Mahamris are the coastal specialty. In lieu of bread, they use mahamri. There's more tea, and of course my tea. So we'll enjoy this breakfast, and then we move on to another activity. Normally you take mahamri. This is how it is eaten. You get the mahamri, get some of this mbaazi. Mbaazi is actually cowpeas. Very beautiful, very nice, very tasty. This mbaazi is the cowpeas cooked in coconut milk. You can see this white stuff. It's coconut milk, and there is some pepper, then milk with tea. And then we have more delicacies. Viazi karai.
Yes.
Viazi karai is just potatoes fried Swahili style. Today we are having breakfast Swahili style. And this is all courtesy to one lady here whom I want to introduce. This lady here, this one. Say hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Mona Lisa, Mama Johari.
Okay.
Karibuni.
This is your place.
Yes.
Yeah, we are enjoying your delicacies here. Thank you so much for hosting us. From yesterday, you are giving us good food. You have given us good company. What we enjoy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Glory
thank
to
you.
God. Also.
Thank you. Thank you. Guys, we are going to begin looking at Malindi town. We are going to see how Malindi town has been influenced by three cultures. There is the European or white culture. Then some part of Malindi has got what we call the Arab culture, and then the African culture. Those three cultures actually define Malindi. Personally, as a child, I lived in this town, those early ages from 10 years to about teenage, 14 years. So as I will be walking around, I'll show you some of these cultures because it is something I've gone through. I will show you, for example, my schools. I will also show you some of the places we stayed in, and I hope you will have a good vlog coming on. So let's go, come with me, let's go and see some of these places that we are talking about, starting with the church. Guys, I've just arrived at the church, and this is the SCK Diocese of Malindi, St. Andrew's Cathedral. This is the church which I used to worship in since I was a child, and it is along the Malindi Lamu Road. That is the Lamu Road, that is the Malindi side. So let us go into the church and see what we can find. This is a good church. I've been worshiping here ever since I was young, up to around 10 years. And these are the church services. You can come and worship here when you are in Malindi. Okay, come on in, let's go and see. Okay, this is the church where I worshipped since I was a small boy. And this is here we have got, to the glory of God, this flag was unveiled December 2018. But St. Andrew's Church started in 1918 up to 2018. That is almost 100 years. It was an early church. So this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. Here we have the entrance, and you can also see it is still intact. Ever since I was here as a young boy, this church remained the same. It was used, they built using very heavy stones. You can see the roof is actually made of tiles, and this is the church. Let's go around the church and see how it looks like. You can see the windows a bit edged, but still this is stone, hard stone. So we used to come here for Sunday service ever since we were children, and this is how it looks like. So generally I am showing you this because this is my church since I was a young man, and you can see there is a blue gecko there with a yellow head, and this is the old church. You can see how they have maintained with nice palm trees around it. We used to come to this church as children. I was 10 years old up to now, and the church has remained the same. The architecture has been great. You can see that is the church. It is nostalgic for me because this is where I started my Christian journey. I started here as a young boy, and now here I am. So many years later, I can still find the church standing. I have asked for permission to go inside, so I'll just show you the inside, and I'll also show you my favorite sitting position. My favorite sitting position in this church is still intact. So we are getting into the church. Here we are, guys. That clock used to be there intact as I was here. And you can see this church with the pews. The pews are still the same. We used to sit around this pew here. They are still the same pews, the same bench. You can see this is how it looks like. And this was our favorite sitting position. And then, of course, almost in the middle of the church has moved. We can see so many equipment. These fans used to be our favorite. When you walk in and you've got you are from the sun, you'll find a lot of comfort inside here. So that is the church that we used to worship in, and I thank God because it is still intact. And you saw the year when it was built. That was from 1918 up to today. This is 2024. This church is still strong. So I will go and meet the vicar, the reverend. I will talk to him a bit and see what he has to say about this church. Then we'll continue with our vlog. Okay, my people have just met the reverend, the vicar of this church that I was showing you. Maybe I'll allow him and his colleagues to say hello. Vicar, please say hello to my audience.
Yes, hello to the audience of our brother Maloba. My name is Reverend Canon David Kisorio, the subdean of the cathedral. We are grateful and lucky to have been visited by Maloba this early morning, and we have interacted, and it is a great experience. How it is a great honor to be visited by him, having been a worshipper here sometimes back when he was young, and he is now back to his roots.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And also here we have another
Hello,
brother.
my name is Reverend Samuel Jeff Waya, the curate at the cathedral, and I just want to welcome our big brother and father, John Maloba, to SK St. Andrews Malindi, where he has fond memories of this great church. Welcome, and may God bless you so much.
Thank you so much. I will now allow you to do your work. Thank you so much. I really feel honored for your time. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm just crossing the road. I would like to show you some place here. Those ones there are remains of what used to be the Hotel Sindbad. This one on this ground used to be a hotel where tourists used to come and enjoy themselves. Right now the tourist season is over, and the number has gone down, has dwindled. The number has dwindled on the tourists that come to this town, and therefore some hotels have had to close down and others are struggling. So the tourism business has shifted to the south coast, and that is where now the tourists go a lot. And now we are walking along the Lamu Road. Lamu Road is this road which comes to Malindi town from Lamu, and this is the Lamu Road. You can see the traffic is very heavy. Traffic is very heavy, and we're just walking along as we see the places that we can see over in this town. This is a tourist town. Mostly they depend on tourism. As you can see there's a playground for children. You can bring your children to play here maybe over the weekends. There are swings, slides, and others. This used to be the Malindi, one of the biggest hotels in Malindi. Used to sit here. That is the Sindbad Hotel, but now looks like the business changed. Okay, this is the tourist Malindi, and Malindi, as I told you, has three sides. We are in the tourist Malindi, tourist side. This is where the tourists prefer. The tourists also come. The hotels are by the beach. Along this road, it goes parallel to the beach. The beach is on that side. So you can see all these are merchandise which is being kept for the tourists to see. The tourists would love to buy this so that they walk around having them. But right now the tourist season is low. The peak is coming in December, around December to March. That's when it is summer in Europe, and then the tourists will come here to enjoy themselves. When it is summer in Europe, the tourists come here. Here in Africa we don't have summer. We just have everything. There's more tourist merchandise, so many clothes that tourists would prefer. There's even the flag of Kenya and other touristic materials. So we'll just walk around here. Fruits, and then more malls. That is another mall over there. Then we go this way. We've got tourist cars. These are beach bags. They are used in the beach. Then we'll continue looking around. That is another mall. It's called the Oasis Mall. And we will go this side. Those are some of the tuk-tuks which transport people around. We've got flower vendors over here. What I've been showing you is the tourist town in Malindi. We then will move to the other part of Malindi town, which is the Swahili town, and then the African town. So as you can see, the tourist town stretches all that way. All that is the tourist town. And at night is where you'll find a lot of life. I think that is when the sun is slightly cool. The tourists can come out and enjoy nightlife. And that side, getting out of the tourist town, and this side as well, but we shall go this way, this way. So let us walk some more and see more about Malindi. We shall be giving you more vlogs from Malindi, and more so we want to find the cultural, historical sites in Malindi, then we'll be able to let you know. This informs the history of this town. It is a town that has been influenced by the Portuguese, the Arabs, and even Africans themselves. So we shall be walking around this town to try and understand the culture, the Swahili culture more so. I told you the Swahili are a mixture of Arabs and Africans. They intermarried and came up with a culture called the Swahili culture. So definitely I will be showing you a bit of that Swahili culture. Then if we can find the African culture and possibly the Arab culture, so whatever we'll get, that is what we will flow with. Continue watching this vlog. We shall bring you more. These are tuk-tuks blocking my movement. These are some of the shops that we have here in the European or the tourist town. Malindi is a strategic town along the coast, north coast, and normally you'll find tourists coming to this town to relax, all the way from Europe, from America, China, and the other countries. So we shall now end the vlog here because we have come to the end of the tourist town. Let's move now towards the African town, and once we get to the African town we shall have more vlogs. Okay guys, we are now in another part of the town. This is what we can call the Swahili town of Malindi, and we'll just be passing by. I'll show you some of the houses, mainly what type of houses they have. So we will walk around and see for ourselves what is happening here, because in this part of town we are getting mixed cultures. We've got the Arab culture, we've got Swahili culture, and mostly African culture as well. So let's go and see what is there to see. Mostly these are what we call informal routes, which pass inside, shortcuts, and that one is what would be called in Swahili Panya route. So we'll go this way, we'll go that way and see what we can see. In fact, we've come out of the main market road. This is the main market road. There are certain artifacts which you can see about. Those are the Swahili artifacts. We'll go this way to my old school. I want to see if I can get in, but this is the market. We've got so many merchandise being sold at the market. Got pineapples, watermelon, and others. So we'll walk this way towards my old school, and then once we get there we shall be able to see if we can get into the old school. That is Ali bin Salim school. Okay, the roads in Malindi are well done. You can see pavements, very nice roads. We got good roads. If it is raining, you can still pass. The main road is also very nicely paved. You can see we've got quite good roads. Now we are going to a school called Sir Ali bin Salim Primary School. Sir Ali bin Salim School is a school which I hold very dear, because that is the school that I started my education in, my primary education in. My father used to teach in this school, my late father, rest in peace. He used to teach in this school. We have to cross here. Let us wait for the traffic and then we will cross. Okay. Let us cross. I was saying my father used to teach in this school, and therefore he brought me here as a young boy to do my primary education. Guys, I'm sweating. It's really hot, but you can see there are merchandise here for tourists. This is a tourist town. We will cross again and go to my school. Let's cross over here. Okay, let me just show you where we are going. That is the Ali bin Salim Primary School, and we'll have to get permission in order to get in. Guys, I will start my vlog about my school here. This one here used to be our playground. We used to play in this ground here many years back. Here there is a tree which is called mukunazi. Mukunazi is a tree that has got thorns, but it has very sweet fruits. These fruits here are called kunazi, the ones I have. The brown one here is the very ripe one. These ones are ripening, but they are very nice. They have a hard seed inside, and kunazi are favorite for young people who are growing, and I was one of them those days. So I ate kunazi. I'll show you later on. I went to school here. This is where I went to school in primary. This is a young kunazi tree. So I went to school here, and I have very good memories in Malindi about my schooling. This playfield here is a later addition. It is not what we had. We had another playing field across the road on the other side, but now so many things have changed. This kunazis, if you know the English name, just let me know in the comment section. Here is a bigger kunazi tree. I don't know how they call it. We used to call it kunazi. You can see so many of them have fallen down. It's simply because the schools have closed and there are no children picking them. But this is a big fruit tree, and they normally fall down and children would eat. So generally this is my school. I went to this school back in time, and this used to be our theater place. The actors would sit here, this place here. The actors would be here and we are down there watching. It was a kind of a movie, kind of a theater for us. It was the Netflix of those days. So we could watch various acts, drama mostly. This is how the school looked like at the back. You can see these are the classrooms. Let us go in front. I'll show you the classroom. I'm going to show you my classroom and other classrooms. Marianne? This one here used to be class 7. This class here. I went to this school and I used this class. Right now I can see like it is an ECD or something. But this was our class 7. Then next is class 6. Class 6 was this one here. Yeah. Class 6 was this one here, and this one was 5, and that one was 4. Class 4. So many years back. Guys, I have very good memories of this school. And right here, we had an assembly point. The assembly was done here. So that was class 4, 5, 6, and 7. The other classes were on that side. I'll show you later. And this was the assembly point. This field here looks a bit run down, but I hear the teachers stand here. Renovation administration blocks are early. This is the administration block. Those are some of the classes over there. You can see it is a junior secondary school, Sir Ali bin Salim Junior Secondary School, and then looks like some other project is being done there. But this was the assembly point. The teachers would stand here and we would stand there in all that area according to class. And then this is the flag post. We could raise the flag. It is still the same from those years I'm telling you. And therefore this was open like this. Then there was that administration block over there. So generally this is my school and I'm very nostalgic about it. I thank God because I've been able to come here back to my old school, and I've found very friendly people who have allowed me to come and do some video about my life in this school. It was a very good school then, but it was made up mainly of Muslim children, very few Christians were about 20% in this school. Majority were Muslims, and I believe that is still the same, because this school before independence was called Arab school, and therefore after independence the other non-Arabs were allowed in here. You see, the colonialists had English schools, Europeans only, Arab schools, Asian schools, and then African schools. So this one, I came here when it was now mixed. You could get Asians, you could get Englishmen, and also Africans, us. So I will end this vlog of the school here, but let us go and see other sites in this town. Okay guys, we are going now to enter into the Arab town. We are going to enter into the Arab town, and we are going to begin by seeing there is a big mosque over here. That is a mosque. It shows you something about the religion of this place. Mostly architecture is showing the presence of Islam here. Even when you look at here, we have got buses headed to Nairobi. Those buses going to Nairobi, they normally stay around here, and you can catch your bus around here. If you want to go to Nairobi, there are several bus companies around here, and just to see the architecture that is generally Arabic type of building, type of architecture. We will walk straight into the Arab Malindi village called Shella, and I'll be telling you, showing you some of the places of interest to me as a former resident of Malindi. Generally, we'll just walk along this road here. We are going to walk through Shella, and I will tell you exactly what is happening. So from here onwards, we've got the what we will call Arabic Malindi. You can see this street here is a narrow street, passable by one or two cars, but generally it is a narrow street. Please take note of the architectural places of the buildings. So this is generally what it looks like in Shella, Malindi, and we will be seeing, look at the buildings, all the buildings. The same buildings we saw in Mombasa, all the town, and we can go on looking. Now here we've got some old town. I used to live in this location. And this is mainly Muslim architecture, Muslim houses. Old houses, Jambo. Old houses, new houses, all together. I will take you around all along this road to the beach, because this road leads to the beach. We'll go to the beach from here, and then, but I used to live in this location. The houses have already changed. They are not the same as we used to have those years when I was a small boy, but now they have changed. But generally the outlook is the same. You can definitely see that this is a location that is habited by Muslims, habited by Swahili speaking people, and we used to live among them. That is how the houses look like generally. We are walking along the Swahili Malindi, and definitely this is a place inhabited by Swahili speaking people, and generally Muslims are the ones who stay here. We shall be walking this way to the beach. I think the beach is about 200 meters away from here. So let us walk there and see what happens. This was a place where, as a child growing up, there used to be very many challenges. Challenges in the sense that the culture is different, the people are different, and definitely there was a culture shock for young people. A young 10-year-old coming to live among people who do not speak the same language as you, you will definitely have challenges. So generally we shall walk this way to the beach, and then once we get to the beach we can also show you how the beach looks like. From the school I showed you, Sir Ali bin Salim, up to the beach is about 1 kilometer, but in between is what we have seen, the village called Shella. Okay guys, we are going to walk to the beach from Shella village. You saw the village we passed through is called Shella, and this is how it looks like along the beach. So come with me, let's go to the beach. There's some goats resting from the biting sun, the scorching sun. We've got some goats over there. Now, from this point, you can see the Vasco da Gama pillar. Over there, that is the Vasco da Gama pillar, the white thing there. We'll go there sometime later, but from this point, we'll walk this way towards town, so that you can see the town from a very good vantage point. Okay, this is the ocean, the Indian Ocean, and right now this is low tide. We've got various boats around here. This is a fisherman's town. You remember we came from the Swahili town to the beach, and there are certain key features that you need to take note here on this beach. This beach here is a landing beach for fishermen. You can walk that way and reach the creek. Over there is the Vasco da Gama pillar, that one there, that one. That is the Vasco da Gama pillar. Vasco da Gama was a Portuguese sailor who came to Africa from Portugal via South Africa. Those long time ago, the navigators, sailors were looking for a route to Asia, mainly India, to try and find trade routes. So they landed here in Malindi, and therefore that is where Vasco da Gama put up that pillar. And there is also a chapel that they built, which means these sailors came and settled here for some time, because there's a Portuguese chapel in this town somewhere, from that town where we went. And when we go to see Vasco da Gama's pillar, we'll visit a certain museum which will tell us more. So the Portuguese came and sailed here, but the locals were fishing here. The locals were fishing here, and they are still fishing, although the boats now are different. You can see various boats here with nice names: Mche Mola, Nimola. Mche Mola means fear God, and then Nimola means it is God who has done it for me. Then there is Babu Khair. There is another one over there, baby, I can't see the other name properly, but it is an English name. So these boats belong to fishermen, and all the way up to there, this is like a landing bay. They go to fish in the lakes over there, and then they carry their proceeds to sell in the Swahili town, which we saw. So generally this was a good area, because there is that creek over there, the creek at the Vasco da Gama pillar, and then you come inside. It's like a harbor. Then that means, it means that definitely this was a safe area, and up to today it is still being used as a harbor. Well, if you walk this way, you're going to see other places, good places where you'll see fishermen's places, etc., etc. Jambo bana. You'll see fishermen coming in with their proceeds, others going out to the ocean. But generally the ocean has gone away. That is called the ebb in languages of the ocean. That is the ebbing time, the ebb. That is when the water goes away. And when it is high tide, that is the flow. And the water will come right here, covered up to the sandy areas you're seeing there. And then that is the flow. When it is flow, that is high tide, the water comes all the way up to here. When we were kids, even those trees would be underwater. But now, I think because of global warming and other reasons, the ocean has retreated. But with more global warming, I am sure the ocean never forgets. It will come and reclaim all the spaces. Waters of oceans, lakes normally come back with fury to claim land. So if you see the water has receded and gone to the ocean, don't be so happy, because that means that one day, one time, that water will come back. And when it comes back, it is going to reclaim its territory. Well, there's a boat there called Sahani Yetu. Sahani Yetu means our plate. Our plate. Then there's this other one here, it's called Baby Ali. You can see the fisherman is trying to prepare his things, ready to go to ocean. Now, this is the seashore, and you see you can pick some shells like this one here. It's a cowrie shell. It's a cowrie shell coming from the ocean. If you walk along here and walk around looking, you might get a few of those. Now, there are more boats here. More boats over there. Then we have it is now low tide. You can see over there is a speedboat running around. I think it might be carrying tourists. So when we were growing up, when the water goes like this, we could come and play soccer here. We put goal posts and play soccer in this open ground. And this used to be our stadium. So we could come and play, and after school we come and play football here. And that was when we were young people. I was a 10-year-old. 10-year-olds are very playful. You will always find them playing around, feeling good, and generally enjoying life. So over there are some boats. I think that is another landing place. Let's go there and see. Let's go there and see what we can see. There are more boats over there, which means this is a fisherman area. Some boats are kept in the place we have just passed, and some boats are kept in this place that we are going to, right across here. So we'll go and take a look, then walk that way. Once we reach some place, we'll end the video and come back. But what is important is I wanted you to see the three faces of Malindi. We started with the white or English or European Malindi town, where we have got tourism facilities, hotels. We have got those tourist shops, boutiques, and other places where tourists would go and buy their stuff. Then we have the Swahili village, which we have just passed, called Shella, where I told you I used to live as a young boy. But now it looks strange, even though I lived there, because I wonder how did I survive in such an environment. But you don't look down upon those people, because one day they will also grow out of it and have nice life elsewhere. So here we have got boats, as you can see. Those are fishing boats. There is a dhow with a red flag. I would like you to see how dhows look like from a closer point. So I will have to walk this way. These are silvery sands. You can see the water. The ocean has gone, or it is ebbed, but it is coming back steadily. By 3 o'clock you'll have a lot of water here, going up to that point where you see green shrubs. So generally this is, I wanted to show you a dhow, that one with the red flag. The one with the red flag over there is a dhow. I don't know if you can see it. Right there, there. That is a dhow. It has a sail. When they put the sail up, the wind will definitely pull it towards the direction of the wind. And that is how all the Arabs used to come from Arabia to East African coast. They used to have similar boats like that one with a red flag and with a sail. So when they lift the sail, they release the sail, it is guided by wind towards their destination. Okay guys, there is no way we are going to get out of this beach without touching the water. You can see I'm already in water. The water is quite warm, and the tide is just coming in. My trousers are getting wet. Look at that water. It's quite warm and salty. It reminds me when I first came here, this water is where we used to swim as children. Over there to that jetty, that is the jetty over there. You can see people on top. When the high tide comes, normally children dive from that jetty into the water. I used to do the same, but it was a very dangerous exercise, because once you get inside there and the tide is very strong, you can easily drown. So many of our friends drowned in there, but children are children. You will not stop them from jumping into the water, especially if they come out to play. We used to come and play football here. Once we play football, then we jump into the water to swim before we go home. Our parents did not allow that, but it is what it is, because you can't stop children from doing what they want to do. So this is generally a beach with a jetty coming all the way from there. This jetty is meant for fishermen. When they bring their catch, it is taken all the way to a fish market which is up there, and then it is sold to the fishmongers who actually take it to town. So generally this is the Swahili beach. Swahili beach, but also other people come here. You'll find very many Africans coming here to take photos. Mostly those are tourists from up country. The locals would come here to play football, fish, or what have you. Now that there, that one there, that one here, that is a lighthouse. You see, if you look further towards there, you see white waves. Those waves are actually hitting on a coral reef. There's a coral reef that is about 2 kilometers away. There's a coral reef all the way around, with openings in between which can pass. So this lighthouse here is actually warning fishermen like those in that boat where to pass. You cannot pass there. That means there is a very huge rock. You'll find when the boats come in, they would go around it and come in safely through the other side. So let us go and see the jetty, then we'll walk a bit on that other side of the beach, and finally get off the beach. Come with me.